那我们后面怎么办呢？后面大家也不要佛教永远没有人啦。
So your refusal to accept may become fatal or destructive to those who are in a different situation.
所以我觉得，在印度的佛教啊，他们都有这个过去都是的，到了这个40岁以前做职业，40岁以后到60岁叫传授。传道了，传承。
And so you will see that in a person's career life, in the beginning you start a career, but beyond age 40 to 60, you need to hand down the baton.
到了60岁左右啊，传承佛法，传承社会事业，就传到了传道协会。这个内容可传的道好多啊。
And then beyond age 60, the type of Dharma that you can propagate comes down to a large variety.
刚才文化的互利会时期啊，是非常发现，现在在台北主办这个传道协会，啊，在我主编。
So Madam Hu Lihui is now the Chief Executive Officer of the special association that is responsible for propagating the Dharma.
这个传道协会在他的领导之下呀，现在光是送出去的365的数据，在世界的各大饭店旅馆，大家都看得到吗？
And so under her guidance, this Buddhist Missionary Association has managed to distribute thousands of copies of 365 Days for Travelers. I'm not sure if you have seen this book.
人间佛教回归佛陀时代，也是他们在大量的送给学校啊、监狱啊。
The other example would be the distribution of holding true to the original intents of Buddha. They are sending all these books to schools and jails.
我不知道传道协会又受到什么影响。我这里常常有些读者，有些这个受刑人写信给我来感谢，我想这都是传道协会的功劳啊，贡献。
And so it's not just the association. I have received a lot of responses from the result of their work. So I would like to thank the Missionary Association for the hard work.
现在我们佛光会、佛光人最重要的就是他问的第二个问题：对于这个青年，对于我们的儿女，对于我们的这个儿童，怎么样传承，把我们的信仰传承给他们，这是我们佛光人重要的课题。
And your second question is very important because it is vital for us to pass down our faith to our children and our future generations.
我对佛教的希望呢，所有佛教徒的遗产都要留给儿女，将来就留给做社会公益或者复兴佛教事业。
And so my suggestion will be for Buddhists not to leave their will to their children, but to the charitable works for society.
我在台湾看到多少企业家，钱太多了，儿女挣财产，父母的死国放在那里没有人问。
I have witnessed too much tragedy of wealthy people who left their will to their children, who remain undutiful and careless to their parents' funeral rites.
说要把财产留给儿女，不是爱他，是害他。
When you leave your will to your children, you don't really help them.
享受父母的遗产留下来，他可以不工作啊，不努力奋斗啊。
Because they can simply indulge in the blessings of their parents and stop working hard.
儿孙自有儿孙福啊，莫为儿孙做马牛啊。
So leave the fate of your children in their own hands. Don't become their slaves.
那么我们传给儿孙，不从财产，传什么给他？就传信仰，传这个道德，传做人的人道人格，这个是重要的。
And so instead of your wealth, what do you leave behind to your children? Your faith, your integrity, and your principles.
我的这个愿望啊，就是将来在佛教的未来的发展里面，我希望我这个希望能成为佛教的未来的主流的思想。
And so I hope this will one day become a mainstream Buddhist principle in the future.
也要你们佛光人跟我配合，共同努力的。
I would have to depend on you to make this happen.
OK，
大师吉祥，各位师父、各位佛光人吉祥。大师，我是中华总会南区协会林文辉。请问大师，您在今天的那个纸张上面写到开放的第4点，在家弘法讲说要开放。那我们都知道，大师呢非常爱护我们在家弟子，也允许我们在各地呢扮演弘法的角色。那一位在家居士呢，要具备什么样的条件才可以去弘法？那另外，我们在弘法过程当中，我们会非常担心我们不如法。那请问师父，是不是有什么更快速的方法，让我们不会不如法，让我们的讲说呢都能够正确的传达佛法？谢谢大师。
才能够如法的讲说佛法。
什么条件？这个也难以把它说成1、2、3、4。
It's not that easy to list out the criteria of a lay Dharma lecturer.
如你所说，发心弘法要如法就好了。
And what's most important is that you're doing it right.
发心，真正的把正法要传播出去。
What you need to do is aspire to speak righteous Dharma.
什么是叫正法？
And what is righteous Dharma?
你比方说，过去佛教常常讲苦啊苦啊，
And
那
say,
个只能说到一半，没有说到真正的佛教的对苦的意义。
and say, for example, in the past, when Buddhists talk about suffering or dukkha, they only deliver half instead of its complete meaning.
哎呀，佛教都讲苦啊苦啊，现在佛教那么苦恼可怜，干嘛要信佛教？
And so people will say, if you're always talking about suffering, why should I come into Buddhism?
你要知道，苦是我们人生的学习的真上缘。
But what you need to know is that suffering is an essential element to your personal growth.
没有实在寒窗，怎么能金榜题名呢？
So without years of hard work, there can be no success.
没有我们的勤逼、牺牲、努力，我们哪有现在的这种享受呢？
And without the foundations of our predecessors, we will not be where we are today.
苦是要辛苦才有成就。
So suffering means the hard work you need to put in before you succeed.
苦是有积极性，苦有向上心，苦是对我们有贡献很大呀。
And so we can actually acquire a positive and an active attitude out of the idea of suffering.
你能把佛法不要从消极上说，从积极上说，这个才重要啊。
And so by righteous Dharma, it means we're delivering the meaning of Dharma with a positive attitude.
哎呦，佛教啊，四大皆空啊，天也空，地也空，什么都空了咯，我都没有了。
Another example would be when Buddhists talk about how all 4 elements are empty, the sky is empty, the earth is empty, and everything is empty, and you are empty.
哪一个人要信你什么都没有了的空的空如也的 佛教呢